Welcome to part 2 of the free Easy Networking course. In part 1, we discussed arriving on time, the placement of your name badges, remembering your entrance, and making friends with the convener. So today's focus will be on planning conversation starters, identifying important people and greeting them first, preparing an elevator pitch, not having a business card giveaway, the behavior between small parties versus big parties, and finally, phoning for follow-up meetings. Now, one of people's biggest anxieties when attending events with strangers is, what will I talk about? And the problem is, when we're nervous, when we're stressed, our brain is flooded with cortisol, which shuts down our ability to think or speak. And that is why we literally cannot think of a word to say. So in order to help you avoid these times, to avoid these awkward moments, plan conversation starters. So a quick solution is to have 5 go-to topics planned out beforehand. This way, you will avoid those awkward silences and look like a hero when you always have something smart or witty to say. And in the International Business Etiquette and Adult Finishing School courses, you will learn about the science of conversations, how to carry conversations for extended periods of time, and also how to build connection with people through what you talk about. The most fascinating thing is that it is a science and that everyone can learn it. Unfortunately, we do not have the privilege to be bad at small talk. It builds the foundation for networking, for connections, and for relationship building. So in this course, you learn exactly how to do it, how to reduce that anxiety, and how to carry conversations whilst charming people. Next, you want to look out and identify important people so that you can greet them first. This is for the simple fact that important and influential people don't have time to wait around socializing all night. They have things to do. And as a result, they will probably leave early and you will have missed your opportunity. So don't wait until you've had a couple of drinks and softened into the event. Rather speak to them first. Usually when you attend an event, you can be absolutely certain that the cliched question will always be asked, what do you do? So instead of parroting back your role or your position, which most people do, which is extremely unexciting, dismal, dull, because everyone assumes that you know what someone does. Instead, an elevator pitch is a 15-second self-introduction into who you are and what you do. And really, it should focus on giving people the benefit of what you do, rather than just giving them the boring job title or position. In the Ultimate Professionalism course, you will learn the exact details of how to refine that elevator pitch so that it ends up becoming a selling statement for you and a way for people to connect and engage with you further. So just to give you an example of an elevator pitch, instead of saying one is an accountant, rather you could say, well, I save my clients enough money so that they can go on 2 overseas trips every year. So you can see how the second version engages you further, it interests you, and generally people will take a far greater interest in who you are and how they can actually obtain that service or product from you. This next point is particularly important. Do not have a business card giveaway. Something that is given away easily in life usually has no value. The same is true with business cards. If you want people to take you seriously, don't be the one dishing out business cards to anyone that looks your way. The key is wait to be asked. Let's talk about small parties versus big parties. If attending an event with fewer people, say around 15, take time to meet each person. If it is a larger party, take time to meet your most important people as well as 5 new individuals you have never met before. And remember to act like an inverse paranoid. And this means believe that out of every conversation, every meeting, something good will come from it. And strangely enough, something usually does. And lastly, phone for a coffee follow-up meeting. Meeting someone at a networking event sets the foundation for a professional or social relationship. In fact, at the networking event, rather make your aim to make friends. Everyone else at the networking event will be forcing all their professional sales talk down your throat. Rather be the one who stands out for making it more about good chats and forming friendships rather than business talk. The initial meeting gets your foot in the door, but the person needs to like you in order to want to meet with you again. So the real value will come from that follow-up coffee meeting. Something to keep in mind is that the beauty of networking is that if it's done right, meeting more people leads to more potential business and career opportunities. It might not feel like it now, but you never know what doors are going to open in the future. So put yourself out there, meet as many people as possible. It's worth operating as if that next useful contact is just around the corner, which it probably is.